What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel.
Was
Uh, my,
that?
my name is
Sorry.
Zach, and that's cool. You can cut me off. You can interrupt me if you want. I'm used to it. It's not like you haven't done it before. I got a guest with me today. Um, People that know me pretty well will know him. He's an actor, voice actor, porn star on the side, and just a genuinely all around good man, dude. His name's Troy Parker. He's got a big role in our latest fan film. If you haven't seen that, it's on the channel. You can find it down there somewhere. But yeah, man, what's up, dude? It's cool to talk some superhero shit with you again. It's been so fucking long.
It's been too long, brother. It's good to see you, and thanks again for letting me be a part of the fan film. I really enjoyed it, and I'm enjoying the journey that you guys have a lot, that you guys have created for all of us that were part of that. So it's been good stuff.
We worked our asses off on it, man. So it's been nice to see the reception it's been getting, and shit. We're like, I haven't looked in a bit, but I think it's like 380,000 views. We're almost to 400. So 400,000.
I don't know, man. I keep clicking, watch it again.
I know it's crazy, man. It's crazy, but it's cool. It's cool to see the love and support and stuff like that, and everybody getting a lot of praise. You and Anthony as well. We are going to do something different. I did some rankings with Gabe, some Scream stuff, but I was like, you know what? I'm a superhero nerd at heart. I love my horror, but I love superhero stuff. So I was like, I haven't ranked the MCU in a long time. So I was like, this would be the perfect opportunity, because the last time I ranked the MCU was like after Endgame came out. So there's like 5-6 new movies that I haven't even touched. So we're going to rank some MCU movies, all 27. Now, okay, let me just clarify. I'm not really ranking these as good, technically bad movies, like, nitpicking and stuff and film technical stuff. I'm kind of ranking these more as like how much I enjoy them, the rewatchability, just how much I love them all around. I don't really think any movie in the MCU is garbage, dog shit, trash. Like, I'll rewatch any movie in the MCU. It's just a matter of what I'll rewatch more. Like some at the bottom of my list, if I do a marathon or something, I'll watch them, but it's not like I'll sit on the couch and be like, oh, let's watch this.
Well, no. Man, there's a good handful on the bottom of mine that I would skip gladly.
Same here.
On the remote control, I'd be like, no.
Yeah.
They weren't bad. They weren't, like you said, they're not bad, but in comparison to the other quality and the enjoyment factor of like my top 10, just it's pretty night and day on some of these films, but they're all good. It's just that some are so good, some are so great. But anyway, I agree. Same rules.
Yeah, man. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go one by one. So we can start with your 27th and then go to mine and then vice versa. So yeah, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready, dude.
Looking forward to this. All right. Let's start with you, man. Go ahead.
Okay, my 27th, man, is a recent one. Okay. Came out. It's going to be Eternals for me, dude.
Dead last, huh?
Yeah, and my rationale with that is I just couldn't. It felt like, I don't know. It just, maybe because I didn't know anything about the characters, and I don't know. It just, once again, where I'm not trying to dissect the film. It's just my personal experience, man. It just didn't. I don't know. It wasn't.
No, I understand.
I was ready for it to be over, and all on it. It had some cool special effects, but I was like, okay, cool, it's over, no big deal.
Yeah, way too long. I'll get to that in a minute, though. I got something to say about it. My number 27 is Dark World, Thor.
Oh,
that's been a mainstay at the bottom of my list. Just I can't put anything underneath it. And here's the thing, it's enjoyable. I'll watch it if I have to, but it's not like I'll fucking pull it up on Disney Plus. Oh man, I really want to watch Dark World, but villain sucks. Some of the story sucks. I just didn't care. I liked the Loki and Thor aspect of it.
Sure.
Just a lot of stuff I don't like. It's very missed for me.
Yeah, I hear you.
That's why it's still at the bottom of my list. So
gotcha.
Yeah, that's my 27. Let's hear your 26, man.
Man, it's got to be Hulk for me.
Hulk. All right.
Yeah. I mean, it's now, granted, it'd probably be
understandable.
If they shot it today, it'd be different. Even if they had the same story, I thought the CGI was pretty bad in a lot of spots, and
that's understandable, man. My 26 is Iron Man 3. Iron Man 3.
Yeah, that's a pretty bad movie too.
So what pisses me off the most is the whole Mandarin shit. I thought they really struck gold, man. Like the first half of this movie, it's fucking awesome. You know, when Ben Kingsley was the Mandarin, and I remember when I first saw this dude, he's like, "Holy shit, dude, this dude's sick," you know. And then we get the stupid twist at the end, and it just kind of goes downhill from there, man. I didn't care about Guy Pearce's villain. The whole thing with Pepper was kind of a little bit much. Iron Man 3, not really one of my favorites, but I don't necessarily think it's a trash movie. But yeah,
not trash, but like I'm the same with you as far as the Mandarin thing goes. It really, I think they missed a tremendous opportunity to do something else with it, to honor canon in more regard.
Oh yeah, let's go to your number 25.
The females are gonna hate me, but it's Black Widow, dude.
All right,
Black Widow for me. I fucking love ScarJo. And I love the interaction between her and her sister, and it was great. Oh, it has pockets. I like, you like my vest, you know, all those little bitty quips and everything. But yeah, man, it just didn't do it for me.
Not a whole lot, man. Not a whole lot. I mean, you'll see my reasoning here in a minute. So my number 25, the women are gonna hate me, is Captain Marvel. I
can see it. I can see it.
I just don't care about this. I do like the stuff with Monica Rambeau, Maria Rambeau, and Samuel Jackson. When they get to the farmhouse and stuff like that, I like that aspect of it. But the whole Kree shit and the Jude Law stuff, I don't know, and the Supreme Intelligence, there's a lot I just don't care for about this movie. And some of the acting's pretty it's not the acting, because this movie has really good actors in it. I guess it was the directing. They just didn't like
it. Didn't something didn't click, man.
Something was off. Because Brie Larson's fantastic actress.
She is,
you know, but
I don't think she's a good Captain Marvel. So
I don't either personally, but not taking anything away from her. But
yeah, she's amazing. But I think it just didn't feel like it was cast right to me.
Yeah, 100%, man. So that's my number 25. Let's go to your 24.
Iron Man 3.
There you go. I figured he'd be down there somewhere.
Yeah, brother. Yeah, it's down there. It's down there with yours.
Rightfully so. Yeah.
We already hit on why.
Yeah.
No.
What else needs to be said? Yeah. Okay. So let's go to my number 24. Would be Eternals.
You mean kind of? Oh yeah, you're 24. Yeah, Eternals. There you go. See, we're kind of
Eternals. Yeah, a little bit.
We're like 1 and 2 off of each other on some stuff, but
yeah, and to kind of piggyback off what you said, too long, too much going on to take in. There's just so much that there's just way too much. I honestly think this would have been better as like a 6-part Disney Plus series instead of a fucking full-on movie at first. They could have fucking fleshed this out so much more in a Disney Plus series. I would have gone that route.
Yeah, I just couldn't get attached to any of the characters, and I just didn't feel for anybody. I was like I was watching a video game or something to some degree.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah. Good actors, good director, just
phenomenal actors. I mean, they had the eight team in there, but it just didn't grab me, you know, theatrically, as it were.
So let's go to your 23.
Captain Marvel for me.
Okay.
So
yeah, we're not too far off.
We're real close to yours, man.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
You got anything to add to what I said about it?
No. I mean, like, I don't want to knock her. I mean, she's an Academy Award-winning actress, and
you know, I'm not knocking any actresses or actors, you know, for in any of these movies. I think everybody does a fantastic job in these movies. They cast these movies really well. Yeah. It's just a matter of stuff I didn't like.
Yeah, the chemistry. It just didn't hit me. It didn't.
Yeah.
I couldn't get vested in it. You know.
My number 23, Black Widow. Black Widow. So
I'm loving that we're close. I'm loving that.
Yeah, I figured we kind of would, you know, but fun movie, honestly. I love ScarJo. I love Natasha, but I think I like Florence Pugh a little bit better in this. She was like the standout for me. I loved her in this movie.
Agreed.
Great fucking character, and I love that they brought her back in Hawkeye.
That was good.
Just too much going on. I think what I really didn't like about this was Taskmaster, that just completely butchered that character. Here's the thing.
Missed the opportunity again.
Yeah. What was
wrong with how they do it in the comics? What was wrong with that? It's
exactly.
So
well, here's what I was about to say is I love the stuff with Dreykov's daughter. You know, you still could have had that same plot. You know, the daughter lived and she's his little mind puppet or whatever. You didn't have to make him Taskmaster. It could have just been her own character.
Yeah. Yeah.
You didn't have to slap the Taskmaster identity on her. he could have been a whole nother character in a later movie. So I don't know why they chose to make her Taskmaster. That was not Taskmaster.
Agreed.
Anyways, you're number 22 now.
Ant-Man and Wasp.
Okay.
It's cute.
It's
but, the whole ghost character, I couldn't get into the villain, and then
blah.
I mean Ant-Man. I love Paul Rudd to death, and who played Wasp? What was her name?
Evangeline Lilly.
Yeah, I love her as well, but I don't need my Marvel to be a rom-com, and I don't know.
It's just too much going on, and the whole thing with Walton Goggins and all that shit, and
a
lot going on. My number 22 is Incredible Hulk. I think there's a lot of fun to be had with this movie, but I just can't get past the Edward Norton thing. It really throws me for a loop. It feels like I'm watching something that's not in the MCU, and it's like its own thing. Damn, the villain, I thought Abomination could have been built up a little bit better. There's just a lot I just didn't care for about this movie. So
it didn't seem like it seems like I've seen that story so many times in other movies. It just seemed like it was done. I've seen this. Okay, I get it. So
but why I have it a little bit higher is I do like Edward Norton in this movie. I think he does a pretty good job, and I'll watch it every now and then. Let's go to your number 21.
To me, it'd be Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
Okay.
The whole ego character. I mean, I know in the comics he's a living planet and everything, but he wasn't represented as such here. I mean, he's connected to the planet, and that's how he's manifesting himself in that human form. And I don't know. Yeah. I love Kurt Russell, but I thought that, I don't know, man. I just couldn't get behind it, dude. I just couldn't get behind. I loved Guardians 1. I mean, Guardians 1 is you'll see there's quite a gap between Guardians and Guardians 2 in my rankings.
Sure.
It just didn't do it for me, man.
That makes sense, man. I'll touch on that in just a second, though.
It's coming up for you too.
No. Almost, yeah. So my number 21 would be Iron Man 2.
Okay.
This movie has grown on me. It used to be more at the bottom, but I think there's so much fun about this movie. But I don't like the villain. I don't completely useless villain, way shoehorned in, no threat to Tony whatsoever. I love the dynamic with Tony and Rhodes, and the inclusion of Natasha and Nick Fury. It's a fun movie. I like Iron Man 2. So let's go to your number 20.
Thor: Dark World.
Damn, it's way up on yours. Holy shit.
Well, I still, dude, I love Thor and I love Loki. I'm a Thor whore.
Yeah.
I'm coining the terminology right now. I'm a Thor whore. They could have done way better with Malekith. And
that was my biggest flaw with that. It was just Malekith. With that being said, my number 20 would be Guardians 2. Guardians 2. Pretty much the same reasons. Pretty much for the same reasons you said. Just I didn't care for the villain. I do love the stuff with Yondu. Love Yondu in this movie. In the more backstory on Rocket, Nebula and Gamora, seeing their relationship evolve a little more. So there's a little bit of fun to be had, but just the ego shit I don't care about. And I think it would have been better if they would have built ego up a little more. Like put him in the first movie for like a little bit, then build up to that confrontation, because that was a lot to take in. And I don't like the forced comedy, and what I mean by that is he fucking tells Peter, it killed me to put that tumor in her head. Like, holy shit, that's a bombshell. And they immediately go to a comedic thing, and it's like, why do you do that? You just killed the fucking moment, man. Let's go with your number. What are we at? You're 19.
My 19 is Iron Man 2.
Okay.
We've talked about it. Iron Man 2. Yeah. Just
Iron Man 2. Let's move along to my number 19, which would be Ant-Man 2. So no bullshit. I'm not making changes to this list. It's solidified.
That's awesome, dude. I'm loving this.
Yeah. Just quick little thing. I really think it's a fun movie. I have a lot of fun with it. It's a nice comedy. But just what we said earlier is just too much going on and too much I don't care about. It's fun though. It's a fun little slapstick movie. Okay, you're number 18.
Is Ant-Man.
The first one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fun. I mean, cool little origin story. I get it. I don't know. I like the comedic relief with the damn it, what's his name? The Hispanic guy. He's great.
Michael Pena. Luis.
Michael Pena. He's awesome. But once again, it just kind of ran its course for me. It's not a bad movie. It's just not as good as these others. You know, I don't hate it.
That makes sense.
Not knocking it, but it's definitely not. It's not repeatable to me.
Yeah, that makes sense. My number 18 is a big one. Age of Ultron.
Oh,
Age of Ultron. Yeah, way down here. Look, man, just fun movie. I didn't care about Ultron really. I mean, you're talking about one of the biggest villains in Marvel Comics, and you relegate him to a one-off villain. Like, come on, dude. It just there's so many subplots, man, and shit like that. And the stuff with Vision was cool. We got Vision in this movie, but you know, the twins, building up all that, building up the stuff with Sokovia. There was just so much going on in this movie, man. I wish they just would have kind of toned it down a bit and focused like the first Avengers. They just focused all on Loki. That was it.
Yeah.
You know, building up to Loki.
Ultron could have been stretched over the course of 3 movies, in my opinion.
Yeah, that could have been a Thanos thing. You could have, dude, you could have had like a whole trilogy over him.
Yeah.
But no, they wasted his ass. But like I said, entertaining movie. I don't hate it. You know, I'll watch it every now and then. Fun movie, but just I like it a lot less than 17 others. So let's get to your 17.
Your number 17. Here's where we're gonna probably like starting to splinter off. We're not gonna.
Let's do it.
For me, it's Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Okay, Spider-Man: Homecoming.
I enjoyed it. I'm not a huge Spidey fan, although when Tom Holland came out in Civil War, I was like, this guy is awesome. He's the best Spider-Man I've ever seen. I love his chemistry. I love his character, and who doesn't love his Marissa Tomei? Ooh, you know, love her in every movie. But it just I enjoyed the other 16 more so than this one.
My number 17 is Thor 1.
Gotcha.
The original. I don't know. There's something mystical about this movie that I really like. Something that stays with me. I don't know. I just there's something about this movie, man. I see this on a lot of lists at the very bottom, but there's just something about it, man. I really like about it. You know, the fish out of water thing, and just the chemistry, and like all the characters are well written. Like everyone has their own time to shine in this movie. But yeah, I have a lot of fun with this movie. I'll rewatch it every now and then. Let's go to your number 16.
Spider-Man: Far From Home.
Yeah, you do not like the Spider-Man movies.
It's not that I don't like it. I just the villain didn't do it for me, man.
Mysterio?
Yeah.
There's a lot going on in this movie. It
was just I don't know, dude. It was just way too tech dependent, and there's just a lot of loose ends for me, and a lot of like assumptions were made, and I don't know, man. It just
a lot to take in.
Yeah, it just I don't know. Like I said, it was fun to watch it visually, and I was like, oh, that looks cool. Oh, look at he's making illusions. Oh, it's a big water elemental. Oh, it's a big fire elemental, or whatever. And it's just like,
yeah, I get it story wise, but it was a lot. My number 16 is Captain America 1, the first Avenger. I don't know. Like Thor 1, there's just something about these origin stories that I love. I love a good origin story.
Agreed.
And I think this movie gets a lot of unnecessary hate. But sure, there's some flaws about it, man. But I love I love what they did with the character, man. I love his origin basically. And
agreed.
Fucking villain's great.
Yeah.
Peggy Carter's great. Bucky's great. It's just a fun movie. I have a lot of fun with this movie. Let's go to your 15.
15 for me is Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi. Get it right, my man.
Sorry,
Shang-Chi. No, I'm fucking with you.
Shang-Chi, yeah, super fun. Visually, wow. You know, just
incredible.
Kind of like Black Panther. Just all the pretty colors on the screen, and all the where with Black Panther, it's tech, but it could be interpreted as magic as well, because the way it looked, the way it appeared, right?
Yeah,
there was a lot of that in Shang-Chi as well. I enjoyed it. I mean, who doesn't love a big fucking dragon fight? I mean, that was awesome. That was awesome.
Sure.
Yeah.
My number 15 is Spider-Man: No Way Home. I'm kidding. Far From Home.
Oh, so that's your 15. So we're one off on that one.
Yeah, Far From Home. It's my least favorite of the trilogy. I still have fun with it, man. There's a lot of fun to be had about this, but I just love the Tom Holland stuff and the Zendaya stuff, building on their relationship and the Aunt May stuff. I didn't mind Mysterio, I think a lot of his backstory and stuff surrounding him was very convoluted. It should have been kind of just, I didn't like the whole like 50 fucking Stark employees, like pissed, it's just all the drone stuff. It's just, I get why they did it, but it's just so fucking much, man. You should have just made him the classic Mysterio from the comics. He didn't need all that shit, the science tech stuff and the drones and shit. And
I felt like that was a crutch for the story there. It's like, oh, how can we make this? Oh, he just takes Stark technology, and it's just like,
yeah, exactly, dude. It's like once again, they're building off of Tony. It's like everything comes from Tony, almost, and it's just too much, man. But so where are we at? You're number 14, and we're almost getting there.
Yeah, my 14. Once again, I love this movie. I've seen it twice, maybe 3 times, but it's Black Panther for me.
Okay.
It's cool that it was nominated for an Oscar. I don't think it was good enough to be nominated for an Oscar personally.
I don't either. I don't.
And there's there's the political spins on that and whatnot, but it's
sure.
Just, I mean,
which I think had a lot to do with it.
As do I, unfortunately. But was it fun? Yes. Was it great? It was good. I don't know. I don't know that it was great. So it was fun.
Yeah. No. I agree. I'll get to that in a minute. My number 14 is Doctor Strange. I like this movie a lot, dude. I like this movie a lot. It's so much fun.
That's next week, isn't it?
Maybe next Friday.
Oh.
As of today's Wednesday. So
it's gonna be so good, dude.
I can't wait, man. But a lot of fun about this movie. I love the back and forth, the introduction of magic and shit, the astral forms and the Ancient One is so fucking great. Great supporting cast, man. A lot of fun about this movie. Yeah. I'm probably going to rewatch it again next week in preparation for the new ones.
That's not a bad idea. That's a good idea.
Yeah, that's my number 14. So let's get to your number 13.
For me, it's Captain America: The First Avenger.
Nice. I was wondering when that was going to pop up on yours.
Yeah, it's fun. I think it's a great origin story. I mean, who doesn't like fucking? I mean, Chris Evans, right? He's a charismatic fucker.
Yeah.
If I'm going to bone a dude, Chris, watch out, right?
Yeah,
it's just all around good movie, and Red Skull was amazing.
And one thing I forgot to add is I love Tommy Lee Jones in this movie.
Yeah, exactly.
Good stuff, man. My number 13 is Black Panther, so I'm not too far from you.
Oh wow, okay, yeah.
Again, I think it's a little bit overrated. Still a fun movie. Agreed. There's still a lot I like about it. I love the stuff with T'Challa and Killmonger. I think he's such a great villain. I think there was a little bit too much thrown into this movie. It's a little too convoluted in areas. The third act just kind of loses me. I wish it just would have focused on them two.
Yeah.
We didn't need the whole fucking rhinos and the whole fucking war going on. Yeah. I get why they did it, but we get it again in Infinity War to some degree. And it's like 2 straight movies where you kind of have a battle in Wakanda, like just a CGI fest. But yeah, man, there's a lot I like about this movie. It's fun. I love the relationship with him and Nakia and
Shuri. Yeah.
And Shuri. Yeah, man, there's a lot of fun to be had in this movie, but I think it's just a little bit overrated, but I don't think it's a bad movie. So let's go to your number 12.
My number 12 is Thor, dude. I fucking love that movie.
The first one?
Yeah, the first one.
Okay.
I love Thor. I love the it was kind of an origin story in a way, but I mean, they just showed him playing with little Loki and all that shit. But he's the son of Odin. So what's there's not much of an origin story there. But I mean, Chris Hemsworth, his cast is brilliant, and like I said before, I like the vulnerability that he goes through. He has to embrace the humanity aspect of it, and I think I love the movie.
My number 12 is Shang-Chi. Yeah, I'm a little bit biased. I love martial arts movies and Oriental movies, man.
So do I. It's the correct term is Asian. You can't say Oriental anymore. I think.
I'm old school, dude. I'm not going to change my vernacular, man, because of sensitive people these days. But no, man, I love martial arts films, and I just think, man, I think they got a really good director for this, dude. I think, God, I love Shang-Chi, man. I love the villain, the true take on the Mandarin. A little bit different from the comics, but I still think it worked. Mm-hmm. I think it was great. I love Awkwafina in this movie. She's so fucking funny. Love the dynamic with her and Shang-Chi. They're so perfect together.
Agreed.
I had a lot of fun with those two. And then I even, call me crazy, dude, I even liked Ben Kingsley showing up. He was funny in this movie. He made me laugh. It was cool. So let's go to your number 11.
For me, it's going to be Iron Man.
Holy shit. All right.
Iron Man, yeah.
Okay.
You can't deny the fact that it was cast absolute perfect.
Oh, of course.
And the special effects were great. Everybody in this movie is absolutely incredible. I think Iron Man's a great character. I'm just not as vested in him as I am in some of the others.
My number 11 is Ant-Man 1. I know I'm way higher than you.
Okay.
I don't know what it is, man. I love this fucking movie. It's so fun. So for the casting, dude, the storyline, the characters, like there's something about this movie. It's like what I said with Thor 1. There's just something about this movie that clicks with me. I don't know what it is. All right, man. Top 10. Here we are. Top 10.
Number 10 for me is Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange.
Love the movie. I really wasn't a fan of how they did Dormammu necessarily.
Yeah.
But just the whole mystic. I've always been a magic mystical guy, and Doctor Strange just embodies so much of that. He's going to be. I mean, he's way more powerful now, obviously.
Oh, hell yeah.
But it was cool seeing his little origin story, and you can't. I mean, Benedict Cumberbatch. You can't help but root for that guy, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he did a great job.
My number 10 is Homecoming.
Okay.
Love this fucking movie. I actually just watched it a few days ago. Yeah, man, a lot of fun with this movie, man. I fucking love Michael Keaton in this damn movie, man. Such one of the greatest villains. Tom Holland's incredible. Great start to his career. I know he was in Civil War, but
yeah,
technically first big outing, you know, it was just a lot of fun, man. It felt like old school Spider-Man. I know people say he's too young, but I don't think that's the case. He's supposed to be a high school student.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. It's a very, very apt title and setting for it. You know, yeah, I agree. It's a fun, super great movie.
Love it, man. Let's go to your number 9.
To me, it would be Captain America: Winter Soldier.
Okay.
Very good movie, dude. Maybe this is actually higher than number 9 for me, but it's very solid, strong film. Yeah, dude, I really enjoy this movie.
Yeah,
fight scenes are incredible, and just the depth of character you get between him and Bucky, and yeah, I really like this movie.
Fantastic fucking movie. Yeah. My number 9 is Ragnarok.
Oh, okay.
Ragnarok, yeah, fucking love this movie, man. Let's not get it twisted.
God, it's a great movie, dude. But it's such a change from Dark World.
It is, and I know a lot of people didn't care for that, and I thought it was interesting at first, but it's just grown on me so much over the years. Like, I love the new direction they took him, and Taika Waititi was the best person that could have done this. And
I agree. At first, I was speculating. I was like, "What are they doing? What's up with the jokes?" And
yeah,
it works. It works. It's a better Thor.
Yeah, a lot of fun, man. Let's get to your number 8.
For me, it's the Avengers, the first one.
Okay.
Great movie, dude. I remember when it first came out, I was like, this is holy shit. Dude, I probably watched this one more than any of them just because it's been out longer.
Yeah.
Awesome movie. Incredible. That's all I can say. I loved it.
My number 8 is going to be the first Guardians, the original Guardians. What can you say about this movie, dude? Come on. We all know how fun it is. Fantastic fucking movie.
Dude, Guardians was amazing. I didn't know anything about the characters.
I didn't either. That's the thing, you know. It's perfect fucking director writer for this, man. I love everything about this movie.
Could not agree more.
Where are we at now? You're number 7.
My number 7 is Age of Ultron. And it's, once again, I got a huge heart on for the
team ups,
you know.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, Ultron is amazingly powerful. Now, granted, he was crippled in this, but it was still done really well. And of course, the introduction of Vision, who's one of my absolute favorite characters in all of Marvel.
By the way, don't forget, White Vision is still out there somewhere.
This is true. But yeah, it was the first time we saw Vision, which I thought was absolutely incredible, and it actually made sense because I mean, it's not canon how it was made. But it's still really, really fucking cool, you know?
Yeah, I just think it was too abrupt. Like, oh shit, Ultron's here. Like, what? That's what I said earlier. They just should have fleshed him out more.
Well, yeah,
should have fleshed him out more.
That could have been 2 or 3 movies easily.
Yeah, easily.
Yeah.
So, my number 7 is Iron Man 1, the OG.
There you go.
Man, yo, dude, I fucking love this movie. I even like Terrence Howard in this movie before they recasted him. I think him and Robert Downey Jr. had a lot of good chemistry together, and love this movie though, man. Love Jeff Bridges, love Downey, love Gwyneth Paltrow, love the storyline, the cave. Let's get to your number 6.
6 for me is Guardians of the Galaxy.
Okay.
We hit on it already. Super fun. Just a really fresh, brand new experience for me. It was like, I was just I mean, I had no backstory on any of these characters. I went in there totally blind, and I fell in love with all the characters. So thank you, James Gunn.
Yes. Can't wait for Guardians 3. My number 6 is Civil War.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm at the point now where all of these movies are fucking incredible.
Yeah.
All 6 of these, I love all of them. I'll rewatch all of them at the same time. It's just a matter of, even my top 10. It's like my top 10 movies, I'll fucking rewatch them any day. It's just a matter of which ones do I like more, you know, than the others.
What flavor am I craving?
Yeah, it's hard to rank them too. It's hard to rank them because there's so much I love about Civil War. I fucking love this movie.
Yeah,
but it's just like there's just 5 more that I liked more. So I love everything about this movie. The team ups, the character development, Zemo. I mean, holy shit, the dynamic
at the end with Iron Man and fucking against Cap and the Winter Soldier, and they're just like throwing the shield back and forth. And
dude.
Oh, that is just and the classic, you know, heroes rushing against each other.
Yeah.
Battlefield. It's the first time we see that.
It's a fucking nerd's dream, man. And the stuff with including Tony's parents in this movie, the storyline there, just so much depth, man. Here we are, man. Top 5. Like I said, all of my top 5 phenomenal fucking movies. Mm-hmm. It's just a matter of, you know.
Agreed. So
let's hear your 5th.
For me, it's Thor Ragnarok. Loved it. Absolutely love Jeff Goldblum's character. I love all the casting. At first, though, like I said, and like I think you said too. At first, I was kind of like, "What's going on?" You know, I was like, they really took a different spin on this. You know, like even just the color palette was just like so like damn, so Mardi Gras. So like,
yeah, good stuff, man. My number 5, top 5 is The Avengers.
Yeah,
the original team up movie.
Solid.
This was the first one we ever got, dude. The first team up movie. Yeah. It's got a special place just for that. Like, this is the first time we saw them all come together, and I remember at the time it was just groundbreaking. At the time, dude, I remember seeing this in theaters, dude, and everybody just being blown away. That fucking rotating shot when they all come together at the end, like, holy shit, bro. So let's go to your number 4.
It worked. 4 for me is Civil War. I love this movie so much. All the different characters, and they all got good, fun screen time, and it just made sense. You know, it just a great story, great cast, great characters. The pacing I thought was great. I never felt like we're like we needed to change gears, or that I was like, you know, or that it was dragging, or we were missing anything. It just, man, it just hit home, man.
Yep. My number 4 is No Way Home.
Excellent movie.
Yeah. I know it's in your top 3. I'm process of elimination right now. So, dude, come on, man. I could talk about this movie for hours, bro. Yeah. You know, I fucking absolutely love this movie. The fact that they were able to bring in 20 years worth of Spider-Man franchises, that was just my dream.
It was amazing, dude.
I can't tell you the amount of chills I got when you see Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire. Like, who would have thought, dude? Who would have ever fucking thought? And the fact that they did it and pulled it off, it's like just fucking mind blowing. And the stuff with Aunt May, dude, and Tom Holland is just such a good actor in this movie. I love that we saw him grow up in this movie.
Agreed.
Top 3, man. What's your number 3?
Spider-Man: No Way Home.
Okay. So you weren't far off. So I know what your first 2 are.
Yeah. They're fucking obvious, dude. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I mean, we've been talking about Spider-Man: No Way Home.
Yeah, I mean, and I could do a whole.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
My number 3 is Winter Soldier.
Good movie, dude.
Fucking fantastic. I fucking love this movie. Solid fucking fun, man.
Solid movie, dude.
Everything about this movie I love, bro. And I know you touched upon a lot of it, dude. Bucky Cap, man, just get the fuck out of here, man.
Agreed.
Fantastic film. So here we are, top 2.
I think they're
Obviously,
going to be the same. I think they're going to be the same.
All right. What's your number two?
My number two is Infinity War.
Okay.
Was that your number two as well?
I'm not saying. Go ahead.
Oh, bitch. It is.
Go ahead.
Dude, Thanos we finally get him, and we see how fucking a badass he is. I wish we would have seen how he got all the gems, because we didn't see all the gems.
Yeah, man. My number two is Endgame, actually.
Whoa, really? Okay.
Yeah. It's just too long. It's too long, dude. That's the only reason I have it under Infinity War. But honestly, dude, I kind of look at both these movies as one whole just extravaganza, 2-part thing. Because usually when I watch Infinity War, I immediately start Endgame after. So I kind of look at these as two movies. But
I like the impact that Infinity War had on the public. With everyone being dusted, and people just like just a crowd reaction was like, oh, what the fuck? What the fuck? I'm kind of justifying it now for you to be number one.
It's exactly what I was going to say when I got there. So, but yeah, Endgame, dude, absolutely phenomenal movie. I loved it. I teared up so many times. I love everything about this movie. I do think it was a little bit too long, but I get why it was long. It was so much story to tell and so much to do, which I think it's great. I think it's great, but I just man, there's something about Infinity War, dude, and I'll talk about that in a minute. But yeah, Endgame, dude, such a good culmination. All right, well, we know what your number one is.
Endgame, dude. It's so just that same thing in Civil War, but times fucking 100, dude. With that scene, where like, oh, so fucking.
It was so worth it. It was so worth the wait, man. It was so
amazing, man.
Yeah, I love it, man. I love it. And my number one is going to be Morbius, starring Jared Leto.
Get the fuck out.
That's my number one.
I'm leaving. I'm leaving this chat right now.
Dude, fuck that movie, bro. My number one is Infinity War. So the reason you kind of touched upon it, that's exactly what I was going to say, is like the fact that Thanos won. It was so shocking. The ending was just holy shit. He did it. He got the fucking stones and he snapped his fingers, dude. That's what I was waiting for. I thought it was going to be like, when it first came out, I thought the snap was going to take place like maybe in the middle of the movie, and they would have had to scramble to fix it. But the fact that it was at the very end and they left on a cliffhanger, like, holy shit, dude.
It was so quiet in the movie at the end.
Yeah, it was, dude.
Where people were getting dusted, and it was just like, oh, you'd hear like no, and then when Spider-Man got dusted, people were like, oh no.
Exactly. And the fact that we had to wait an entire
dude. Yeah, you're right.
The fact that we had to wait an entire year, that just paid off, dude. It paid off with Endgame. So, like I said, in Infinity War and Endgame, I kind of see them as one whole thing.
I agree. So do me a favor, though. Flip my two. I agree with you. No, I agree with you, dude. Infinity War is just based off the ending alone, how the arc it took. And
all right, buddy. But all right, man, this has been fun.
Peace out, homie.
So, all right, y'all.